Virgo. This is your tarot forecast for March 2016, and we can see here that your reading is starting out here with a major shift, a major change, bringing something to conclusion, something that you've been working on for some time, actually. And I feel that once you do, it's something that's been really valuable, important to you, something that you've been growing, should I say, cultivating for some time. And it's been a little bit of maybe even a slow growth in this area. So it's not one of those major things that has taken a priority, but over time, both consciously and subconsciously, has been taking a lot of your energy. So here I'm seeing the conclusion of, and this is coming pretty early here in March, as you're kind of like getting all of these loose ends all wrapped up, ready for change. There's a new beginning and transformation concluded. So that's really going to open you up to the question of, now what? Where do I go from here? What can I do in this new room, right? Because when we clear out things mentally, it really frees us up to really start focusing in other areas that we can now fully give our attention to. And this is taking you into the financial area. And I see a meeting coming up here, and you might be speaking to somebody who could be of some help, guidance. There's like a different party coming to the table here. And I feel maybe you're even going to get the strength to actually maybe even ask for a raise. If it's not being provided or offered to you, you might ask or request, and in that case, this month would be a good month to do so, because it looks like it's due, it's time. There could be, years between there is a raise, but right now it looks like the harvest is ready for the picking. So if you've been waiting, maybe they will call you in to let you know. Now, also there is a female, and I see you talking to her. It's in the area of communication. Here, something being provided. It could be an idea that you have that you would like to check out with her, get her feedback on it. It could be the other way around, that this woman is going to come to you with something of a new beginning and wanting to know your feedback. Why? Because you're always so level-headed, so grounded, Virgo, and have the ability to always keep a certain overview on what's going on, and you're not really the one to take the big risks. So I think this woman here really trusts you and your value, your opinion. So I think that's more the way this is going to go. However, though, it's not like as if this is a brand new concept. It looks like this woman has already put a lot of time and research into it, and she's waiting for some feedback. And so when she comes to you, well, then she feels like she's ready to go. And I'm not saying there could be a partnership thing here, but it could be. More on that later when we look further into your reading, and then it could involve this person. Now, are you thinking about wanting to go to a place of the past? This could be outside of your city. It could be a place you used to love to go when you were a teenager, or just here years in the past. And because I can see how when you're resting or you're meditating or ready to go to sleep, there's some dreams coming up here this month where you're thinking that, it would be really nice to go back over those old meadows, if you wish, down memory lane. And I think that could be a smart idea, because it's not just coming to you here once this month. It kind of looks like you're going to be looking more and more into it once the thought starts, I won't say festering, but when it sits with you, it's going to give you a whole lot of get-go to look into it. And as we move further into your reading here, well, it's all about dreams, hopes and dreams, and joy, wanting to express more of not just your talents and skills, but you actually feel the need to get some inspiration. And where is that inspiration coming from? Well, I see you tackling things, and here's doors opening up for it. And I'm feeling that the more you kind of go into this area of thinking about where it is you want to travel, that's going to energize you, Virgo. And so it might be a money thing right now. Can you afford it? Do you need to put money aside? Because that's the other side of the coin where, how soon can you make this trip or how much do you have to delay it? But it's all about earmarking. Once you make the decision of what it is you want to achieve, then manifestation follows. So even if you can't right now, just make a mental note of this is what I want to do, and then just watch how the universe is actually going to start putting it together for you financially. So I wouldn't worry too much about that, not just for now. Looking into the partnership area, well, I'm seeing here that yes, there is something here where you could have a new start and a new beginning. The energy is great. The project seems to be good. I'm wondering if this woman has anything to do with it, the one that we just mentioned, because I'm seeing a new cycle opening up and the way you work with somebody one-on-one. So this is not necessarily your career, your day-to-day job, in the company or within the corporate. This might just be something that you and this person can work with and try to see how it can come together, how it can gel for you. And I'm feeling there's so much anticipation, enthusiasm coming up as you speak about what you can do and looking at the possibilities that can come from this. Now, your partner, too, here this month, I feel, is in a very good place. If you have a partner, that is. If you are single, well, then this could be somebody close to you. You will hear some good news, but this man is a water sign, or he comes across as that kind of energy. Somebody who's giving, generous, very laid back, spiritual, and creative. I see there is just now where things are coming together for him spiritually, mentally, emotionally, just really thriving, and there's a sense of victory there. So there's a breakthrough for this person. Somehow this is something that's going to really bring it, into a very joyful place here for you. It could be some interaction, communication. If it's not your partner, it could be, regardless, a man who could do something, open some door for you where you're left feeling victorious, where things now are going to gel. And back to looking at travel here, Virgo, long distance. So this place you're dreaming about, it's not just down the road, a half hour or an hour. This is, in fact, it could be out of state, it could even be out of country. It seems like it could be a long distance journey to a place where there was so much joy in the past, and this is what you're trying to recapture. And so, yes, by now, this is later into the month. It looks like you definitely been looking into it. And I see this big, beautiful smile on your face as you're feeling something is filling you up. All right, you're coming out here feeling like there is this fertile energy, not necessarily literally saying that you're going to be pregnant or anything, but just how it is when we're filled with inspiration, we tend to grow and beam and radiate. This is what I'm seeing you are doing as you're projecting yourself further into the year with whatever now these decisions that you have been making. As far as work, your career, your day-to-day job, well, there is strength, there is a feeling of stability. Don't really feel that there's big to-do changes going on here, but there is maybe some feedback coming to you from a male supervisor, boss, or somebody you work with closely. Could be a coworker. In that sense, I feel there's kudos, a good, little bop on the shoulder there for work well done. There is a surprise that I see is going to pop up, and it is in the area of friendships or a circle of friends. And I'm feeling you might have heard something, or there might be a rumor or something being said, and I see you being skeptical just because it doesn't feel like this is how you know this or that person. So, and you're not really one here, Virgo, to run around with gossip anyway. So I see you kind of just standing on the sideline and not really participating in it. But I see it is a little surprise to you. So hopefully that's something that can be cleared out there towards the end of the month. But speaking of the end of the month, well, I see you, if you have been feeling a little, not strained, but like blocked by circumstance as far as extra money, well, we're talking about that journey where you're planning summertime here. I see you really getting a grip on it. There should be some insight or some action that you're going to be taking where you know that the money will manifest. So that's here for you. Maybe you're together with this female, this sister, this girlfriend, or family member, whoever it may be. I think, like I say, once we make a very strong decision, everything else seems to fall into place when we give it time. The universe works that way. So you're definitely going to be manifesting it. So March for you is a great month. We got those eclipses going on, so they might be doing some magic there for you, Virgo. But to answer your questions, whether you should listen to your rising sign or your moon sign when we do the tarot, you can absolutely do that just like you do with the astrology. You'll get more out of it that way. So listen, have a good one, and I will see you in April.